It's the NBA. On 2K Sports. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist. And the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Kevin Durant, LeBron James out there with Holmgren. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Gobert in at center. And the shot goes down.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Antetokounmpo against Gilgeous-Alexander. And a deep three from Curry. Chicago with the rebound. Now Antetokounmpo. James outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for OKC. 4-point game. And a deep three from Curry. The long distance three is buried. We played just over a minute here in the first. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Now here's Mobley. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Mobley. Curry against Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Now here's Curry. He's covered closely. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Antetokounmpo. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Stephen Curry. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him, or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can, but inside, Giannis is going to get there, and he's going to devastate you.
Can't get the first one.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And he sinks the second. Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Releases. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls. And that ties it up. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Dagnall.
We talked about Kevin Durant and what his plan is for trying to contain him, and Coach said, quote, "We don't want him to get into a rhythm. That's when he's most dangerous. I told our guys to get up in his airspace and make him feel the pressure." An aggressive approach, but certainly a wise one when it comes to a player like KD. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Good heads-up basketball. Season opening and capitalizes.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Wembanyama. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. And last season, Brent, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, B.A. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league in 2 steals per game. What a season.
To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Antetokounmpo against Curry. The 3, James. Fires in the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Thunder trail by 5. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper. Was unable to do so.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
A spindly guy. Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
Take break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
And both free throws good for Durant.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Antetokounmpo. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And James has got the ball here for Chicago. They lead by 7. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Look, with the size and athleticism of LeBron James, it gives you more problems than the math book.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Curry to halt the run. The offensive rebound. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Antetokounmpo, left side. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
They're just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They know Curry can go for 50, 60 any night, so they're forcing someone else to beat him. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Now, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Victor Wembanyama is out there with Mobley. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Davis. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Holmgren. Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's some flashy stuff from Antetokounmpo. They're dicing up the D with the ball control.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Pass to Curry. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Davis with a screen on Antetokounmpo. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago leading by 13. And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like, BA, he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. I mean, the sky is the limit for this guy.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Chicago making their last shot. Davis, the pass to Curry. To get back on track. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Here's James. Not going to go that time. Good D by Mobley. Thunder trail by 15. Curry surveys. Outside Davis. Durant against Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target on the 15-footer.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Stolen by Davis. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Free throw good, Wembanyama.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Back to James. Again, the miss by James.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Antetokounmpo. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. He was all alone on that one.
And it's SGA showing he can play without the ball.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bulls. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. James outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Mobley. Inside. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Davis. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Chicago leading by 10. 41 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Antetokounmpo. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Gilgeous-Alexander against Antetokounmpo. Left side, Davis. Durant against Curry. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Watching Curry is an education on how to take advantage of whatever the defense is throwing your way.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And that one falls for Curry.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
And so he hits both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Antetokounmpo against Curry. Out to James. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists now in this one. From deep, Mobley. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Bulls. They lead by 11. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for the defensive end.
just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Thunder trail by 11. And so in the game for the Bulls, they've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Chet Holmgren out there with James. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
Now here's Curry. Give him 8 points now. Here's Davis. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
And with that comfort that AD feels from mid-range, he's going to feast from there.
Durant with a screen on Curry. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
On the wing, Curry. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Well, those mechanics and that kind of time, that's pretty stuff from Steph Curry.
Here's Antetokounmpo on target from about 13 feet. And the Bulls lead by 8.
And he knows he can make this shot. I mean, clearly there's no indecision for him from there.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Now here's Curry. 10 points for him. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Gobert. Now, here is James. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. James can't get it to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Davis, the pass to Curry. For 3. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Mobley grabs the board.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Outside Curry. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
He gets really smooth sometimes. Gilgeous-Alexander has some size, and he challenged the defense with it that time.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Down low. Holmgren with a big reach.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Graham.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during his summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
Now, here is James. 10 points for him. Here's Durant. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Wembanyama from outside the arc. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist in this one. And James has got the ball here for Chicago. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now here's Durant. And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
.55 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Wembanyama. 10 points for him. Mobley deciding where to go with it. Here's Curry. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Chicago leading. James passes to Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Chicago shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Shooting for Chicago, Giannis Antetokounmpo. At the line for 1.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Thunder trail by 5. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. James against Curry. Six to shoot. Let's go with a 3. The shot no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bulls out in front, up by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Davis out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Mobley. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City trailing. Davis finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Curry for 3. Chicago with a rebound. James has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Gobert against Mobley. James passes to Antetokounmpo. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
And Giannis that time just making the most of that play, getting the foul, still getting the shot off.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. That one misses. Thunder trail by 5. The 3 from Curry. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now here's Durant. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. No good on the 3.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
On the wing, Curry. James with a steal. Outside Durant. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. And Wembanyama has the ball here for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 5. James against Curry. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama screen. Clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Mobley finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Antetokounmpo. The Thunder with another miss.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Now here's Gobert. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Chicago.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
That one misses for Antetokounmpo. Thunder trail by 7. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Durant. Right at the free throw line. SGA doing his thing in close.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Mobley against James. Pass to Durant. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Deflects the pass. James passes to Gobert. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Oklahoma sideline. Let's catch up with Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Curry against James. Now here's Curry, tightly guarded. Mobley finds Wembanyama. And here's Curry for three. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Curry's got 6 here in the quarter.
And I just love the calm confidence that Steph has in these kind of moments. Get the ball to him, he'll do it to you every time.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to James. And again, it's Chicago.
When LeBron's shooting like that, nothing you can do defensively.
A minute 31 left in the fourth quarter here. Up top, Curry. Check by James. Mobley outside. To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Say it with me now. S-G-A. Get it done.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, look at Giannis power in.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill. Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away. And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Here's Durant. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Throws it up high. Anthony Davis going up top.
Awesome job by AD to get the ball in a favorable spot. That's most anywhere, but comes up big with that basket.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And they go to the intentional foul.
Stephen Curry. Third personal foul. 14 foul. Shooting for Chicago. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Curry passes to Wembanyama. Mobley against Durant. Here's Wembanyama. Chicago grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
15 foul. At the line for the Bulls, Chet Holmgren. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep, Mobley. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. So the Bulls win it. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Rudy, you guys came to play tonight. Can you talk about the motivation right from the opening tip?
We just wanted to have a good defensive game, come out ready and make sure we communicate and run back. Because these guys are very talented, and we did a great job.
The communication paid off. Thanks so much.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. And we present the player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the... Welcome, everybody, to another presentation. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Gobert. Antetokounmpo is out there with Tatum. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's James in at small forward.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Pacers. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Atlanta. It's a three-point game. Outside Tatum. There's the triple, and the three ball is good.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
Pass to Jokic. And now just over a minute played here in the first. KD on the wing, guarded by Tatum. And it's Jokic missing.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Giannis.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Now Giannis. After the missed three from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo finds James. No good on the triple.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Giannis with it. He's picked up by KD. James wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
We often see LeBron James with the ball in his hands creating for himself or others. That time, a little catch and shoot, the easy one for LeBron.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jokic. They get a hand on it. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And Giannis throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Durant with it. 1:56 left here in the first quarter. Giannis against Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Durant. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander over James. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Atlanta leading by 4. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him what his team needed to do in order to contain Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach told me we have to make sure to communicate and help out on defense, specifically clogging up and taking away lanes to the rim. That's how he can really hurt you. Of course, it'll be an all-hands-on-deck tonight approach, trying to stop the Greek freak. Guys?
Thank you, David. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Count the basket.
You love how fast Shea Gilgeous-Alexander gets into that shooting motion. As soon as it touches his hands, it is ready to go.
Antetokounmpo passes to Tatum. There's a minute left in the first quarter of the game. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
James with it. Now defended by Jokic. Here's Antetokounmpo. Makes it off the glass.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Antetokounmpo. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game. Atlanta leading by 4. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. James looking it over. To the inside. It's stolen by Davis. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks lead by 2. Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
We've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic is out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Durant, and it's Davis in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now Davis, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Pass to KD. Durant, money from deep.
Oh, boy, don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night if you do.
On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And, Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And so Tatum nails them both. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. There's Giannis. Following the basket by Jokic. Tatum dishes to Giannis. And Benyama outside. Pass to Tatum. Tipped away. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Gobert against Davis. It's stolen by Gobert. Fast break, the Hawks. James, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to James. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Coming out of the corner. Let's turn it up. Well done, the Pacers Breaker Dance Crew.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Durant. Over Tatum. Durant, no good. The Hawks leading. Here's Giannis. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Here's Jokic. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Durant kicks to Embiid.
2 minutes.
Davis, the pass to Embiid. 4 on the shot clock. The 3. Atlanta with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Antetokounmpo finds Gobert. Outside Tatum. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Tatum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
Now Durant. He's got 5. Gilgeous-Alexander. Indiana again missing. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. But giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
For Indiana, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. 44 seconds left to play here in the half. LeBron against Jokic. They could use a bucket. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 6. Outside Tatum. Pass to Antetokounmpo. James outside for the 3. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And that does it for the first half of play. Hawks on top, up by 8. And a chance now to send it over. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Center court. And get ready for the Fed half-court shot. Johnson. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Wembanyama is out there with LeBron James. And it's Rudy Gobert. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Tatum in at the shooting guard position. Tatum gets it to go inside.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. All sorts of time. Action coming off the assist from KD. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one. The Hawks leading by 8. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Tatum against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Tatum. 8 feet away, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, Jason Tatum forces that defender with the up fake to get off his feet, and he does a tremendous job drawing contact.
The Hawks have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
That one is no good.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
Durant, that's good.
Yeah, that's next level stuff from AD. He draws the eyes of the defense and then locates the open man.
Tatum on the wing. There's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
On the court,
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Durant. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Hawks leading by 7. Outside, James. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Durant with some nice D. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Durant. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
Davis against Antetokounmpo. LeBron is screen on Davis. LeBron against KD. LeBron James just too strong.
Boy, the poise, the concentration. LeBron James, so gifted, so big.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
First free throw is good.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
And so he makes both from the line.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's LeBron. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
And the instincts of KD on display right there. He sees the entire floor. I think it's an underrated aspect of his game.
LeBron dishes to Tatum. Down low, here's Wembanyama. Good defense by Jokic. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on LeBron James.
There's a fluid power and athleticism that he possesses. Nearly impossible to contain Davis inside.
The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And both free throws good for Davis.
And one of the best big men in the game. Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Antetokounmpo up top. He's guarded by Davis. Tatum against Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Jokic, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
A big you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
James in the post. Durant's there. They get it back. Gobert the pass to LeBron. That shot off.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Out to Gilgeous-Alexander. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Gobert with a screen for Giannis. Trying to end the drought. That shot missing. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pacers lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Indiana leading. Durant is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Embiid, and it's Davis at the 5. That's the Pacers 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Outside Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 4 assists in the game.
What a weapon the 3 has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
Pass to Jokic. And here is KD. Davis with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it all tied up now for the Pacers. Tatum on the wing. Wembanyama passes to James. Floats one up. Pacers with the rebound. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Giannis. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Outside Tatum. Back to Antetokounmpo. Using his size, Giannis.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Jokic kicks to Durant. Shot on the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Yeah, the whole floor is open for Kevin Durant offensively. Mid-range is his sweet spot, folks.
James against Durant. LeBron dishes to Tatum. James right side. And Durant sends it back.
It's pretty hard to shoot over a 9-foot standing reach. KD send him back.
Pass to Jokic. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis is double. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really one of the most challenging covers in our game. Davis, hard to guard given how versatile he is.
He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Giannis. Giannis is double. From deep, James. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Pass to Davis. Indiana again missing. And has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. James outside. 1:10 left in the fourth. Good defense by Jokic. KD on the wing. Antetokounmpo defending. Back to Jokic. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Boy, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. Coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing, keep fighting. They're starting to crack. Let's get this game even. Guys.
Thanks, David. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Atlanta with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Kicks it out to James. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Durant with a screen on Antetokounmpo. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Durant. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just one.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
Here's Tatum. And an intentional foul right there.
Anthony Davis, third personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Atlanta.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2 and a 3-point lead at this stage is major.
Jokic against LeBron. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Shooting for Atlanta. Jason Tatum, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the 3-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Jason. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
Just got to have a short-term memory. Sometimes shots just go in, but you always got to be aggressive and just make the right play.
You're like a cornerback in basketball. That's weird, but it got you a win tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.